Breathing in as we draw the body up and along the ground. And as you breathe out, curling the toes, sending the hips back and the head draws down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high plank. Then breathing out, let's bend the knees and sit all the way back. Breathing in as we draw the body to pull up and along the ground. Breathing out, curl the toes, hips go back, and the head draws down. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting all the way back. Breathing in, draw the body up. Let's start to work into the mobility of your back. Breathing out, curl the toes, lengthen all the way along the back body. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting on back. Breathing in to draw the body up and along the ground. Breathing out, let's send the hips away and the head down through your arms. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bend your knees and sit all the way back. Breathing in, drawing your body up and through. And breathing out to curl the toes, sending the hips back and away. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out to bend the knees and sit on back. Couple more times. Breathing in, drawing the body up and through. And breathing out to curl the toes and sending the hips away. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out to bend your knees and sit on back. One more time. Breathing in to pull the body up and along the ground. As you breathe out, let's stay in the downward dog. And just give it a little bit of a walk out from one heel to the other. And just letting your hips work a little from side to side. Looking all the way up towards your belly. And now let's come on down to your knees, placing your right foot forwards. Alright, let's turn that foot open. Place both of your hands to the inside of your foot. Let's just gently bend at the elbows. This is your lizard lunge coming down. Feel the inner thigh muscles working a little. Feel the hip flexors stretching in the back legs again. And then draw your body up. Straightening up with your foot, lifting up the back knee and pressing back into the calf. Turning to the right, raising your right arm. And then releasing your knee all the way back down on the floor. Coming up through the middle. Now let's clasp your fingers together, raising your arms high, nice good hand hold. And then just take a little bit of a bend across towards the right and feel the stretch coming down into the left hand side of your body. And then drawing back on up. Let's release back, dig the heel in, sending your hips back, relaxing your shoulders down. So feel here that stretch along the back of your leg. If you have a little soreness behind the knee, just bend the knee a little, take that tension off. If we can though now, press down with your toes towards the floor and then draw all the way back. And again, pressing down through your toes and then drawing all the way back. One more time, lengthening away through the foot, drawing back, and then rounding up through with your back, and let's bring the knees beneath you. Coming into some arm circles here, so taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's open the shoulder and follow the hand back, and then change sides. So really embracing here, that opening up of the front of your body, following that hand all the way back. Work through the neck range if you can, lifting your chin And following the hand all the way back down to your leg. And again, taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's open the shoulder, open the arm all the way back and down. Couple more times. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's open it back. One more time. Deep breath in, breathing out, opening it back. Okay, let's step forwards with the left leg. Let's take both hands to the inside of your foot, turning your front foot open. And then again, just gently bending a little at the elbows, levering yourself down. Take some deep breaths. Back up, straightening your foot up. Let's curl the toes and lift the back knee, turning open to the left and raising your left arm. Then releasing your knee all the way back down. Let's come back up through the middle, raising your arms high. Left hand drawing back behind the right. Oh, clasping your fingers. We did a bend last time, didn't we? Sorry. And let's from here, take that bend across, clasping your fingers, first finger's going up. Let's take that bend across towards the left, right hand side of your body, stretching out here. And then coming all the way back down, moving back upon that back knee. Dig the heel in. And then again, drop shoulders back. The hardest part on this one, which is to take a little extension through the tailbone, just pressing down from the center of your chest. And then if we take the toes to press downwards towards the floor, and then drawing all the way back and up. And again, pressing downwards towards the floor, and then drawing all the way back and up. One more time, lengthening away through the foot, drawing all the way back, giving a little round up through your back. Let's pull the knees up and underneath you. Okay, hop round onto your back for me. Have your band close by. Let's lower the body back and down, and just working into setting up. So if we can just place the feet to the floor in touching distance with your fingertips, and just opening your body out to the earth. So maybe placing your palms to face upwards towards the ceiling. And we'll start by just working your lower back down in towards the floor, imprint your spine, and then releasing the back away. And again, let's lower the back downwards, flatten your back to the floor, and then release, and then just settling into neutral. Let's bring the shoulders to pull up to your ears, set them back and slide them down. I'm just doing that a few times. Pull the shoulders up, set them back and slide them down. And then on that last one, just draw them down and wriggle the neck out a little, really open up the collarbone area. Taking now a long deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, let's engage with the core and pulling up behind the surface muscles. So again, as you breathe in, ribcage widens. And as you breathe out, let's engage with the core center of your body, pulling up behind the surface muscles. And again, deep breath in, ribcage widening. As you breathe out, let's pull up through the core center. Feel the waist drawing in a little bit tighter. One more time, just that deep, long breath in, belly remaining flat. And then as you breathe out, let's pull up into the core center, connecting. Now starting off today with our out breath, let's take both hands back behind the head. As you breathe in, dropping your chin forwards. And as you breathe out, let's raise the upper body. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out as we lower all position across to the left. Breathing in and breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, position up and across to the right. Breathing in and breathing out as we engage with the core and lower. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, position across to the left. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower. And if you want to make this just a little bit harder, picking up your feet. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, position across to the right. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, pick up and position across to the left. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower, last couple. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, pick up and position to the right. Breathing in, breathing out as we lower back down. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, pick up and position to the left. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower all the way back or down. Place your feet back down again. Now let's take the band. I'm going to open it all the way out. Take it around the bottom of your right foot. So make it nice and even. And then we're going to cross the band over. Lengthen out through the left leg. And then taking your hands down towards the floor. Now as we circle the leg, breathing out. And then breathing in to draw across. So you're going to have a little pull from one side to the other. The upper body is going to need to work a little to hold you there. So if it doesn't feel good for you, you've got anything going on with the shoulders, and this is not a good grip for you, just take your hands along the band and circle the band as you would maybe doing a stretch, maybe doing your hamstring stretch. Alright, so always know what's right for your body today. Breathing out, circle the leg away from the body, a little bit of resistance. Breathing and draw across. And again, breathing out, circle away. Breathing in to draw across. Breathing out, circle. And in, one more time. Breathing out to circle. And in, then uncross. Take both feet inside of your band. And this time, taking your hands to about halfway down, so you have a bit more resistance. And then if we can draw the elbows down by your ribs, breathing in, draw the knees in towards you, and then breathing out, engaging with the core, push out into the band. Breathing in, and then breathing out to push out into your band. So a version of your double leg extension. Breathing in, knees tuck, breathing out and pushing away. So two things you can do to make this harder. You can make the resistance harder by making your fingers work a little bit closer towards the feet with the band. You can also take your legs a little bit lower. Alright, so you're pushing away. Just be careful not to let your back lift up from the ground. You're breathing out to push. Breathing in to draw back in. Breathing out, engaging with your core. Breathing in, draw back in. And again, breathing out, push out into the band. Breathing in, just using that little bit of resistance. Two more there. Breathing out to push. Breathing in. One more time. Alright, then releasing your right leg, taking it along the ground, crossing the band over, and again taking both of your hands down to the floor. And then as you circle out with the leg, breathing out, breathing in to draw back across, breathing out, circle away, breathing in. So just keeping your hands down against the floor. You've got that little bit of resistance there, a little bit of upper body work coming in. Breathing out, breathing in. And again, circle the leg, breathe time. And alright, taking the band away. Come up and over onto your forearms for me. And we're going to make way into your plank. So for plank, we can do this either on your knees or up on your toes. Again, see how your body is for you today. But if we can place the elbows onto the floor and spread the fingers out nice and wide. Load your body up into your forearms. Take the legs away if you wish to, and keeping your hips in alignment with your shoulders. Taking a long deep breath in, we've got 20 breaths if you can do it, and a strong breath out. Breathing in, and a strong breath out. Breathing in, out 3, in, out 4, in, out 5, in, out 6, in, out 7, in, out 8, in, out 9, in, out 10, in, out 11, in, out 12, in, out 13, in, out 14, in, out 15, in, out 16, in, out 17, in, out 18, in, out 19, and in, out 20. Lower your body carefully on down there. Okay, now coming into a little chest opening stretch. So if we take one hand out and one on the floor, gently roll towards the shoulder, tuck the knees in, and let's open up to the ceiling, looking up towards your hand. And then come all the way back down, let's go the other way. Sliding hand along the floor, gently roll over, tuck the knees in, raising the arm up. Okay, and then coming all the way back round. Alright, now today I'm going to work in with the band as we work into the breaststroke. So I'm going to be using a little bit of strength work here with the band to work into the triceps. So if you just roll your band over a few times and then just place it over your back body. And then we're going to be lifting the band off the back body as we come up. We're just going to do a couple of positions first of all, a couple of repetitions just to get the shoulders going for you. So as we start off here, breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. As you breathe out, let's just engage with the core to lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out, let's lower and let the shoulders back down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to pull away from the ground with the core center as you lift. Keep the core connected, breathe in. Keep the core connected, breathe out and let the shoulders back against the floor. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to lift and to hover. Breathing in to stay. And breathing out to lower. Okay, picking up the band this time if you wish to. So breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core, lifting the band off the back body. Breathing in, stay. And then breathing out to lower, let the shoulders forwards. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to lift and hover, pressing the fingers and the band away from you, down towards your knees. Breathing in, and then breathing out, let's lower, let the shoulders forwards. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in, stay. Then breathing out, let's lower, let the shoulders back down to the floor. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out, engaging the core, lifting and hovering, push the band down and away. Breathing in, then breathing out to lower. You can just stretch the band a little bit if you want to. into hover, breathing and stay, and breathing out to lower back. Last one there, breathing in, shoulders roll back and down, breathing out to engage with your core as you lift, breathing and stay, and then breathing out to lower all the way back. And then let's just take the band away, push carefully back up onto your hands and knees. I'm just going to come into thread the needle as a stretch. So I'm going to be working the right arm beneath and lowering down onto the right shoulder. And you might just want to do the shoulder bit today, okay, which case is fine. That's what, as much as you're going to do. You're going to get a lovely stretch into your lower back and your rear shoulder. If you do also want to work the inner thigh stretching, take the leg out first, okay, extend the leg, and then thread the needle with your right shoulder. So easing down. And just take some breaths, nice slow breaths here. And then draw your body carefully back up, changing sides. So taking the left arm beneath if you're using the leg, left leg out to the side, lower your body down. Okay, then draw your body back up. Okay, now we're going to come into a little bit of hip work and a little bit of glute work. So for this exercise, we're going to be working on one side of your body. So if you place the band around the leg that's going to be on the top when you come over onto your side. And again, just even it up. And then we're lowering the body over onto your side. Now you can lay all the way down. So, okay, as always, you can always do that. You can prop the head up. To make it harder, you can come up onto the elbow. So again, just see how you want to be today. What I would say though is bring the band forwards and flatten your top arm on top. Let the other arm be relaxed. Then as we raise the top leg up, breathing out, breathing into lower. So you're going to gain a little bit of resistance. The fingers are spread out nice and wide, so there's no clenching, no tension. Now when you're doing this, if you're thinking, I could probably take a little bit more, okay? Then just pull up a little, make the resistance a little harder, put your hand down on top. Alright, so you can change that up. You can change it, make it harder, make it easier. You don't need to use the band, alright? If you're finding it's too much, leave it alone today. So as we lift that top leg, breathing out, breathing into lower. Breathing out, engaging with the core, breathing into lower. And again, breathing out, press the leg away, breathing into lower. And again, a little bit of resistance work for the hip, into lower, keeping the shoulders open, breathing out, lift, breathing into lower. Let's have two more there, breathe out, and in, one more time, and in. Okay, now carefully, we're going to come over onto your hands and knees. We're going to keep that band around, keep the band around that foot. So come on over. Now put the hand beneath your shoulder. You might not want to give too much resistance on this next one. So we're going to push out through that leg, straighten it away, and then as you breathe out, lift the leg, breathe into lower. Alright, so try and relax the shoulders, try and take your gaze slightly forwards. If you want more, take your opposite hand out to the side. So you're going to really challenge your balance. Breathing out to lift, into lower. Breathing out to lift, and into lower. Breathing out, really working into the hamstrings and the glutes with this one. Engage the core, into lower. Breathing out to lift, into lower. And again, keep it strong, and lower. Shoulders open back. Body kind of facing forwards as well as you can. Breathing out to press the leg away. Into lower. If you think you can take more, pull on up. Make the band a little bit tighter. Give yourself a bit more resistance. Breathing out, lift. Into lower. And again, breathing out, press. And lower. Engaging with the core. Into lower. Breathing out, press to lift. And lower. Breathing out, pressing away. And lower. Really lock into the core as you push. And lower. Breathing out, lift. And lower. Again, pressing it away. And lower. Breathing out to lift. And lower. Two more there. Breathing out, press. And lower. One more. Okay, and then we're going to come over onto your hands and your knees. Keeping with that same leg. Hand beneath your shoulder. And then getting ready to extend that leg away. Alright, so looking slightly ahead. Shoulders drawn back from your ears. Flex the foot, lift the leg up. So as you lift it, breathing out, breathing into lower. See how you are. If you can, take the opposite hand away. Breathing out, lift and lower. Pulling up into the core as you lift and lower. Really making that core work here. Waking the glutes and the hamstrings work too. Breathing out, lift and lower. And again, engage to press and lower. Breathing out, press, lift and lower. And again, pressing it away and lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. Again, press and lower. Good work. Keep it going. Breathe out, press and lower. Two more, and lower, one more, and relax it down. Alright then, that means come around to seated, and then just popping both feet inside your mat. Now I'm going to work into rolling back here. So we can use this as we would do as an assistance. We can also make it a little bit harder too, alright? Feel free to put anything behind your back if you need a little bit of support here too. Dropping down your shoulders, elbows tucked in by your waist. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, suck back your belly. Slowly start to curve your body. Maybe back to halfway. Breathing in. Then breathing out, engaging your core, coming all the way back up. Again, deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly curving your body back. Breathe in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core, sitting all the way up. Alright, and this next time, deep breath in. As you breathe out, maybe lowering your body into an imprint. Breathing in, and then maybe slowly drawing back up. But you know how that's working for you. Now, before you get too tired, if you do want to make it a little harder, take the band slightly away from we've got two ways of doing this. So it's a little, we have the side bend element, and we have like a little movement where we're going to come around to the other side. So at some point you're going to be facing the back, I hope, if we've done it right. So have a little look at this first. I'm doing it firstly on the elbow. So we're coming up into the side bend, where we reach up and over. Only then we're going to come up with the arm straight. I'm going to twist beneath. So we're going to work the hand underneath the body and come back up. Then I'm going to place my hand in front and flip the knees to the other side. And we're raising the arm up, reaching out of your waist into your side bend, coming up with your arm and then working it beneath the body into twisting, opening it back up, elbow down to the floor, and we flip the knees over to the other side. So we're breathing in to lift, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, raise up, breathing out to twister, breathing in, raise up, breathing out, elbow to the floor, flip to the other side, breathing in, raise it up, breathing out to side bend,
No jump.
breathing in, raise your arm up, breathing out to twister, breathing in, raise the arm up, breathing out, elbow to the floor, and flip it over. Now you can do this on your hand. So for those of you who'd like to, we're breathing in to lift, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, raise up, and breathing out to twister. Breathing in, raise the arm, breathe out, hand to the floor, and then we turn. Breathing in, raise the arm up, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, raise the arm, then breathing out to twister, breathing in, raise it up, breathing out, hand to the floor, and then we turn. Breathing in, raise the arm, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, raise the arm up, and breathing out to twister. Breathing in, raise the arm, breathe out, hand to the floor, and then we turn. Breathing in, raise the arm up, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, breathing out to twister, breathing in, arm up, breathe out, hand to the floor. You've got one more set if you'd like to. Breathing in, raise your arm, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, raise it up, breathing out to twister, breathing in, raise it up, breathing out, hand to the floor, and then we turn. Breathing in, raise it up, breathing out to side bend, breathing in, lift, breathing out to twister, breathing in, hand up, breathing out, hand to the floor. Everybody having a sit down. Okay, well done. Okay, come around to seated. We're just going to bring the right foot in towards the left leg. And let's take a nice big stretch out from your waist, right arm coming across towards your left leg. And release your body forwards. Find that stretch coming into the lower back on the right hand side there. Change sides. Bring the left leg in. Let's reach across the left arm towards your right. Into your 100 next. So if you'd like to lower yourself down against the floor nice and slowly, if you're providing yourself with anything to pop your head against, a cushion or a block, okay, by all means pop that in now. If you're keeping your feet on the floor, absolutely, be as you are. Everybody though, keeping a neutral spine. So you've just got that little bit of a gap between the lower back and the floor, very natural curve through the lumbar spine. If you're okay with lifting the legs up from the floor, pick them up. And if you're okay with extending the legs, straighten them away. So you could lift your head, neck and shoulders, elbows lovely and wide, chin up off your chest, or you could pat the air by your side. So go to where you feel the most comfortable. Know that you can change at any point. Focus on your breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keeping the chest lovely and open, and keeping your focus on connection with the core. And we're going 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Okay, nice and easy. Good. Okay, now just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. We're going to be working next into shoulder bridge. So I'm going to draw the heels in a little. I've got the option of working with the band. Again, the band is going to be a little bit too long, so we just need to fold it over a little bit. Easier said than done when we're on the back. Okay. So you can just do this with your arms, or you can have a shorter band. Alright, and we're going to be working the arms back of the body. Alright, so that's where we're going with the band. So starting off, taking a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, imprinting the lower back and just peeling the back away from the ground to begin. Breathing in, and then breathing out, lowering down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and back to neutral. Breathing in, breathing out, engage your core, peel the back away from the floor, try not to clench your buttocks. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core, lowering. So you can do that, you don't need to use a band, you don't need to do your arm work. This next time, breathing in, breathing out to ripple your back away from the floor, then breathing in to raise your arms. Breathing out, engaging your core as you take your arms backwards. Breathing and raise your arms back up again. And breathing out to lower your arms, lower your back, all the way back on down. Breathing in, breathing out to ripple the hips up and away from the ground. Breathing in to raise your arms. Breathing out, engage the core. You can pull a little to give resistance if you want to. Breathing in as you raise your arms up again. And breathing out to lower your arms, lower your back all the way back down. Breathing in, breathing out to ripple through the vertebrae, lift your hips. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, engaging the core as you take your arms back. So a bit like when we use the circle, turning. Okay, we're just going to hold on to the band, holding it out in front, just relaxing your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Now as you breathe out, keep your arms and your torso in the same line, breathing out to rotate, and then breathing in to come back. Breathing out, rotate your torso, take your head along with you, and breathing in to come back. Breathing out to rotate, breathe in as you come back. Breathing out as we rotate. Breathing in. Now I'm going to go a little bit further. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to bow over your leg. Breathing in to come back up. And then breathing out, engaging your core to the middle. Breathing in as we turn. Breathing out to bow over your leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engaging the core. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to bow over your leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to bow over the leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engaging the core. Now you can carry on. You can put the band down and you can do long arms. You can take the band above your head and do a high lift if you want to. So just see where you want to take it to. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to bow over your leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out to engage the core to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, taking a bow over your leg. Breathing in, coming back up. Breathing out, engaging your core to the middle. Two more here. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, taking that bow over the leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, back to the middle again. Breathing in, turn. Breathing out, bowing over the leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, engaging your core, and letting your arms all the way back down. Alright, now I know you've done a lot. I'm going to go into arm and shoulder stretching. So I'm going to pop you around onto your knees. And for this, probably lengthen all the way out. Unless you know that you need to be halfway long. Alright? So again, the band is really long. So you can make it as long or as short as you need. So if you do this every day, okay, you can probably challenge. If you do not, probably make it easier. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, open your shoulders, your chest, taking your band back. Breathing in, and then breathing out to come back and over. Breathing in, breathing out to take it back, opening the shoulders and the chest. Breathing in, breathing out as you come over. So it's a little bit easy, make it easy, make it harder. If it's harder, make it easier. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out to draw up and over. Breathe in, breathing out to open the shoulders and the chest. Breathe in, breathing out to bring it up and over. One more time with that one. Breathing in, out to take it over. Breathe in, and out to come back. So the arms obviously are straight, okay? Now, next one, we're going to swish the band around the back of your head. Take it all the way round, nice and slowly. Come back round. Deep breath in, breathe Then bring your left arm to your right knee, hug in. Remember you can go to half prayer. Remember you can post your hand beneath and find the fingers. However you do this, try and draw your body up really tall on your sit bones and look right up over the right shoulder. And then releasing, and we'll change sides. So let's take the left leg over the right, and then maybe you have that right leg to tap under. Hug in with your right arm. Sit the body up nice and tall. Again, either a half prayer, or you're reaching beneath and finding the fingers. Lengthening again through the spine. Gently bring it all the way back round. Okay, now finding a seated position of your choice. So be it cross-legged, be it kneeling, be it high kneeling, whatever again feels like a good fit for you. I'm going to bring one arm across, slice the other arm beneath, wrap the arms up, pulling forwards a little, drawing up a little if we can. Releasing your arms down, changing sides, slice the arm beneath, wrap the arms, coming forwards a little, drawing up a little. And bringing it down. And coming all the way back behind, so you've got the opposite stretch. Rolling open the shoulders, nice tall spine, and just drawing your head down, finding that stretch along the back of your neck. And then tucking your chin across to one side of your collarbone. To the middle, to the other side of your collarbone. To the middle, raising your head up high, and then just lowering one ear down towards one shoulder. Really get that space to open up from your earlobe all the way down to your collarbone. And then draw the head to the other side. And then coming back on up. Let's bring the arms forwards. Give a little stretch across the upper back. Breathing in to come up high. Breathing out, open it back and down. And again, let's reach it on forwards. Breathing in, coming up high. Breathing out to open it back. One more time. Reach it forwards. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, opening it back. And we're all done. Okay, well done. Good job.